Here we go. We're recording. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our team Zoom tonight. My name is Jennifer Johnson, and I'm coming live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Welcome to the Zoom tonight. We're so excited. We have a great program for you. We got Donna Celeste, who is a crystal executive and is going to be sharing her testimony of this business development process, as well as her heart and how she got started in the business not too long ago, like many of us. So we're looking forward to that. I am actually going to show you guys, as we get into the fall, we know the next season is winter. And as we come up into allergy season and cold and flu season, in fact, it was really funny because today one of my Pilates clients asked me if I was going to get the flu shot. And I said, no, I never get the flu shot. And nobody in my family, I don't take my kids to get the flu shot because we believe in our family of building up your immune system. So just a little quick product spotlight, if you would. I've got two products for you. One is Isofruits. So if you guys haven't tried this yet, it's a fabulous product. It's loaded with superfoods, line, and I just want to kind of show it to you because I know sometimes it's fun if you haven't tried it. This is what it looks like, and this is a scooper, so this is a serving size, and you just mix it with water. You can even mix this with greens or any of your favorite beverages. You can even add it to a shake or even to our hydrate, and it tastes delicious. I don't know really what Kool-Aid tastes like. I never gave it to my kids, but this would remind me of something like Kool-Aid. It's very fruity and very, very flavorful. So this is one product. If you haven't tried it yet, you want to get a hold of it. It's our Isofruits. And then the other one, how many of you guys have tried our Isa Immune? Can you guys see that? Yeah. So this is very similar in format, delivery system as our Sleep Renewal. It is a spray, like a homeopathic spray, and it has zinc in it, echinacea in it, and a bunch of other blends of great things that boost up your immune system. And this is all you do. 5 shots. 5 shots, but you don't have to hold it like you do the spray for our sleep. So it's 5 shots, and I will give you a testimony. My youngest son, Ryan, just recently was not feeling good. And I said, well, let's try this. Let's see how it works. And so he did it for 2 days in a row, and it completely knocked out his cold. So we just are really excited about this. It's a great product. I actually was feeling a little bit of weather as well. So I started taking 5 shots, and that's what's recommended. And again, you don't have to hold. You just shoot it in your mouth, squirt it. It is Island Breeze. And I don't know what Island Breeze tastes like, but this is supposed to be Island Breeze, so that's all I'll tell you on that one. Okay, so there we go. That is our product. So we are going to go ahead and start out. I just want to introduce this lovely lady. She, I met her for the first time 2 months ago, and I met her when I think she took the leap before I did. And I know that I was brand new in Isogenics, and she just delighted my soul the first time I met her because she just has a heart of gold. She's extremely caring and loving. Anybody that knows her knows how much that she loves the Lord, which is really special to me. And she's just a really good person. So I am going to introduce to you guys Miss Donna Celeste from Georgia. I'm going to have her give a little bit of a background, and then I am going to actually have everybody, if you could, go ahead if you tap your screen if you're on a device. If not, then you just tap your mouse, and I need you to mute out your lines. So if you guys could do that, because if I do mute all, I'm afraid I'm going to mute out Donna. Okay? So if everybody could do that really quick. And I can see, there we go. Everybody's muting. Yay! Bueno, thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and mute out my line. And Donna, I just want to welcome you to our Zoom, and I'm going to let you take it over, girl.
Thank you, Jennifer. Can everybody hear me?
I'm already.
Let's go ahead and just make sure that everybody has their line muted, okay? Because we're going to record this in case there's anybody that can't hop on with us. So just make sure you have a little red flash on your mute button. Anyway, Great. I am Donna Celeste. You're going to see two Donna Celestes on the screen if you can see everybody. I am Donna Celeste in Georgia. My sister-in-law she's right next to me on the screen. I don't know if she is for all of you, but that's my sister-in-law, Donna, as well. And so we've really confused a lot of people thus far. But anyway, I want to share, I'm excited because Rachel and I kind of got together and she said to me, what do you want to share? And she knows the very biggest thing for me that I am I shouldn't say the most passionate about, but I am very passionate about is sharing my story, really learning about people's story. I'm a people person, like Jennifer said. So I'm going to start a little bit, and I spent a little bit of time, and it was really very curious for me and interesting to me when I have been stirring about this piece in my life again, about my story, about where I am, and like most of us right now, we're all finding ourselves in a brand new place. So it's like a brand new season for each one of us. And it kind of brought me back to reevaluating, who am I? What does my life look like? What has my story been? How is my journey unfolding? And what does the future look like for us? Because we know that everything that we face along life's journey is part of our story. So yes, some of it is written, some of it is present and happening right today before us. And then there's a whole lot that lies ahead for us that's going to become part of who we are and our story. So I want to just, we talked a little bit about it. Rachel said go for it. So there's three things that I just want to cover quickly tonight. I'm going to procrastinate a little bit anyway until Rachel gets on the phone. But a little bit, I'm going to share some of the personal things about me, and there's a reason for that. Not just, I'm going to make myself a little bit vulnerable, share some things with you all about my personal story. There is a reason. The second thing is what I want you to know, believe, and even celebrate about your own story. Okay? And then the third thing is, of course, it's going to be how everybody's written story, the story that's unfolding now, and the value and the validity behind everything that's happened, even to this season that you're personally walking in right now, whether it's life and or business, okay? Because we know that there's no real separation. We don't get up, we don't leave the house, we don't clock in somewhere when we're talking about what we're doing in this business. It's part of who we are and part of what our life speaks about daily, okay? So everything is very woven and intertwined. So a little bit about me. I'm 56 years old. I am married to my hubby this November, 37 years. I have 6 incredible kids, ranging from 32 all the way down to 13. So yes, there's 20 years between them all. And I have, we're a very diversified family. Some of you that know me know that our family has unraveled. A lot of people look at our family photos and think, if you've seen even my cover photo, we look like the League of Nations. We've got everybody from everywhere, all colors, shapes, and sizes. But I also have 4 amazing grandbabies. 2 boys and 2 girls, and my children, 3 boys and 3 girls. So a little bit about me. I grew up on Long Island in New York, in basically a middle-class family. We had what we needed. We didn't have excessive, and we certainly were not, we had the necessities. We had the things. We worked for some of the things. My parents challenged us to earn what we wanted and the things that we were above and beyond. So we learned how to do that at a very young age. But I also married my hubby when I met him when I was 18. We were married at 19. He was a couple of years older than me, not very many. So we were kind of babies when we got started. But we quickly on our journey, and I don't know if this is like most of you, and I'm going to share this about myself. When I grew up, I grew up with a dream that I was going to marry my Prince Charming, and we were going to get married, we were going to have a family, and life was going to be like wonderful. It was the Cinderella, right, story. And then within the year after we were married, we decided we wanted to start a family, and we dealt for several years with infertility. And that was probably the first moment in my life that we dealt with a really, what I considered a huge life challenge. It was something that began a really big work in my heart and life along with my husband. It was super challenging. It was very hurtful. It was a lot of processing and realizing that maybe, just maybe, God had a bigger plan for our lives. So we, after 4 years, came to the decision that we were going to walk in adoption. And I say that very easily. It didn't come easily. It was a very grand decision and a lot of time. But we did decide to walk in adoption, and we adopted our oldest daughter, Nicole, who is now 32, and then 2 years later, my son Joshua, both from Korea. And we thought this was the plan for us. And then quickly after my son Joshua arrived, I found out that we were pregnant with my daughter Olivia. And she is on the screen somewhere. She's actually got a picture of her and my oldest one together. So we found out we were expecting Olivia. And then that was great. You know, that was amazing. And then 8 years later, we had another little boy. His name is Caleb, and he's 22 years old now. And so adoption has been a part of our lives from the very beginning. We also, you know, talking about my children, we also walked in foster care. And so we are super passionate about, it's something that is ingrained and always been a part of who we are for many, many years. Adoption and foster care is really important to us. But I say that to say this, and I want to take a minute here. There's a reason that you walk through everything you walk through, and people look at my life, and it reminds me very much about social media. But people would look at my life and hear my little quick scenario, just like you all heard, and they think, what an amazing lady you are, what an incredible couple, what huge hearts you have, that you would adopt children and do foster care and take in babies and do all of that, right? And also, you know, I'm going to tell you, they are my passion. My family is my passion. My number 2 passion. My first passion is my personal relationship with Jesus Christ. That's first. And so people look at our lives and they think feather in your cap. You know, you've adopted, you've done all these amazing things, you've given your, you know, where my life has not been pretty. We're talking 37 years. And raising children, if you have children, you know that it's full of all kinds of adventures. Being married is full of all kinds of adventure. So it's not just, it's successes and failures and heartaches and griefs and mountains tops and valleys and struggles. You know, we've experienced probably the gamut with everybody. And even today, it's not over. I don't think it ever is over. It's called life. But we've been knit together, and this is who we are. And this is part of my written story already. And so I'm going to zoom really fast forward, and I'm going to talk about 10 years ago. And it's when I was a stay-at-home mom, by the way, most of those years. I did a little bit of work outside the home, cleaning some houses just to help with extra income, but nothing, you know, I graduated high school. I have no college degree. I just wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And so I had the privilege of doing that most of those years. About 10 years ago, I decided to go out into the workforce, and I got a job with a pharmacy. And I had no idea what I was in for, but I know that God had a plan. And because he set me in motion and put a plan in place for me where I was going to be forced into a scenario to really stretch. I was you don't know that now, but I was very insecure. I was full of fear. I was always nervous and afraid to talk to people. I was super shy. And when I went out into the workforce, I was quickly put into a position by someone who is, she might be on. She's actually in my life today. But she thrust me into a position that was going to stretch me in ways that I never, ever dreamed. And so I learned to overcome fear. I've learned to talk to people face to face. I've learned to apply and even share with people some knowledge gained. But most important, she pushed me to a place of going beyond the fear that I carried. And little did I know, there was a point about almost 4.5 years into that journey that I was going to make the decision with my husband to leave that job and stay home with my 2 youngest babies that really weren't babies then. I don't remember how old they were. They were 9 and 8 maybe. But anyway, we made that decision, for me to come home and give them the best part of me, like I did my older children. So I came home and I realized that I wanted to do something. Now, please understand that there were moments in my past when I knew that I had stepped into the gifts, if you want to call, or the natural, maybe abilities that I felt like God had given me, but they were only moments in time. And God had a plan. Those are the moments that I look back on. They were moments that brought me to who I was and were part of me becoming who I was. And so here I am home now, and I want to do something. And I'll never forget the day I said to my husband, I think I'm going to try to do something from home. I have never, let me think, it's almost 6 years ago now that I started with my previous company. And I had never done anything in direct sales before. I had never stepped into the industry. I had no idea about anything. I thought to myself, if I could create $200 to $300 extra a month, personally, just to be able to buy a plane ticket to go visit my grandbabies. My husband works in the IT industry, and never even thought or dreamt what was possible with the industry. So I kind of did that and was able to be somewhat successful. Created that income that I was looking for. But what really happened more than anything, and this is what I want you to realize, is that I will never, here I am obviously today, but in my previous company, I can look back on that journey of like 5.5 years and say that it was like a cram course. I learned so much, not just about the profession, this amazing profession of network marketing, but I learned so much about myself. I learned how to stretch and be the woman that I am today. It added to who I am and the value, the things that I have become and stretched and stepped out. And some of the things that I just want to share with you that really happened for me, and probably many of you can vouch for this too, is that it taught me to be an overcomer, to have some grit, and that life is going to throw at us a lot of different things, a lot of emotions, a lot of difficulties. And it gave me and taught me that I am not going to be that person that quits. I'm never going to give up. I'm going to gain that and keep that mentality. And I am going to realize that we're always going to experience fear. And fear can do 2 things. It can take us out, or it can thrust us forward. It depends on what we do with it. And so I decided, and it was not easy, I think all of us can agree, when we face fear, I decided that when I feel the fear, I'm going to charge in and I'm going to do it anyway. Look, there are still moments today when I am nervous and I am full of anxiety when I'm asked to step out of my comfort zone, to do something I'm really not okay to do. And I'm going to put it out there. This was one moment. I actually said to Rachel, I don't know what to do or how to do this. And she said, yeah, you do. And I was like, no, I don't. She goes, yeah, you do. But even though I was expressing that, I knew I was not going to say no. I was going to force myself into that scenario, because with every success, there are 1,000 failures. There are 1,000 moments when you trip up and you don't do perfection. And so it's only a reality that the more we do, the more we put ourselves out there, the more we go beyond our fears, the better we're going to become. It will take us to that next place. So one of the other things, very, very important that I learned, how important it is to surround yourself with people that are like-minded, those that are going to be positive and going to encourage you. They're going to inspire you to continue going forward. And then they're going to push you, even in times like to have those people in your life, even in the moments when you don't want to go and you don't want to do, they're going to push you and call you to your greatness. Even when you don't see it, they're going to push you. So like we hear that quote, you are who you surround yourself with, those 5 people. We've got so many more. But it is so important that we pour into one another and give each other what they need to keep each other going. So one of the things also that I learned that was really, really important was how important it is to be yourself. You are uniquely made, your story is unique, and people need to hear your story. Okay? It is so important. There isn't someone like you. Do not compare who you are to anyone else, to anybody else's journey. No one is better than you. You bring uniquely you and your written story and your present story to the importance of your journey and where you are today. People need you. They don't need you to be like anybody else. And that's big for me. I don't know how many of you could raise your hand and go, oh my gosh, I'm just like, I wish I could be that person. I wish I could speak the way they speak. I wish that I could do that and have that gift. But you are uniquely yours. And your story is vital. Okay. The second thing, like one of the second things, I've got notes and I'm trying not to miss anything before. One of the things from my previous journey, the previous company that really impacted my life too, and I can't skip over this, is personal development. Personally, in my own life, I've always been able to set aside time to get alone with the Lord, to have my personal devotional, whether you do that or not. That's something that's been vital to me, but it was also very much instilled in me how much personal development is needed daily in my life. And it is not something that I can ever do without. I have to pour in. People have gone this journey, if you want to call it, in the industry before us, and they have laid out some really great inspiration and some great tools for us to grab hold of. And you have to consistently fill your mind and your heart and your space with valuable information. It's for us to use to our advantage. And I recall speaking into many of my close friends on the journey, we can't allow any dead air. Sometimes you wish you had quiet, but we shouldn't want dead air. We should always want to be filling our hearts and our minds, whether it is personal, inspiration, or whether it's personal development. We want to continue to become, because you don't want that to be haphazard. You want it to be intentional, who you are becoming and where you're going. So the second thing I wanted to talk to you about, and that was that question, the second part of it is how valuable, what I want you to know and believe and even celebrate about your own story. Okay, this being said, how valuable is your own story? You have to take time and really think about what your story's been. Where have you come from? What are the stories that are unique to you? And I've learned and listened to many of your stories, but whatever you have been through in your past is of value. It brings to the table who you are. It's created you and made you the person that you are. And so it's critically important that becomes part of it. And don't shy away from it. Don't say nobody will be interested in that or nobody should know about that part. It has made you the person that you are. And so it's critically important that you remember that. Believe in who you are and what you can become. It's important that you believe that you have what it takes and that you can be what you're supposed to be to fulfill the purpose that you have. So on the journey, okay, I often think about on this adventure, I tend sometimes to think about social media and how, and I've warned my children about this, my older children about this, how social media gives off to everyone that sees us. When you look at our profiles and our pages, it gives highlight reel. It gives all of this wonderful background and all our exciting moments and the best parts of our families and our pictures and our photos, without really knowing some of the things. And not that we should put it on social media by any means. I'm not saying that. You don't want to do that. But it is added. There, you're seeing the highlight reel. It is added. All those hills and valleys and those difficulties have added to who we are today. And if we could invite people into our lives just to give them a glimpse of really where we've come from, they would get so much more than if they just looked at our profile and they just saw the glimpses. So I really want you to see the value of where you've come from and that it's all added up to who you are today. And so social media, yeah, we love that, but keep that in mind. Okay, celebrate your story. Like, embrace everything. And if you can change your mind to actually celebrate your story, it will give you such a different view of where you're going. Okay? Celebrating everything, realizing that everything you're doing from this forward on, whether it's in life or business, is going to bring somebody something that they need as long as your life touches them. Does that make sense? It's so important that you leave nothing out and allow all of it to be. And I'm not saying you give everybody everything, but there will be a moment where you'll have to use that, okay? And one of the things that I do want to share is how your story, number 3, how is your story going to impact your business where it is today? And many of us have learned about writing our story, kind of narrowing it down into that 60-second overview story. And every time you share it, it's going to look a little bit different. And we learn to tweak it to the circumstances that we find ourselves. But how is your story going to impact your business? Guess what? We're all in this brand new season. I don't think there's any one of us that are on this Zoom or on this team that is anywhere older than, what, 75 days in. So we are all starting at the same place, brand new season for all of us. And so we can be excited about where we're going, all right? Everything we've learned, we will never negate. We will take everything we've gone. When I grew up, my mom and dad taught me you eat the meat and you spit out the bones. And I know all of you will understand that. So you take the value and you bring it forward. Look back and learn from all the things that didn't go right, from all the maybe choices that you didn't make that were okay or good, you know, from the failures, learn from them. But eat meat, go forward, and be the best you, like be the best you. So what's happened to me? I left my previous company. Joey and I were looking for some products. We were a little bit older. We were looking for some products that were going to better align, up with our health. And also what I had learned over the previous years about this incredible industry, I knew I wanted that outcome. I learned that we could get beach money. I learned that we could have retirement, and that was on our radar. It still is, okay? And so those are the things that this industry promised me that was possible for me. And so we began praying, we began looking, we began questioning, and we made a decision. It was very hard, but we made a decision to go forward. And we found this amazing company. Not only do the products actually change our lives, like me, my personal story, I have had incredible results. There was a very long time that I was suffering with some illnesses that people had no idea I was suffering with. I haven't slept in probably a few years. Very bad situation for me. I remember Rachel saying to me, "You're going to have a nervous breakdown." And I was like, I could not cope. And nobody knew. People that were super close to me knew. These products literally came into my life and completely changed everything for me. They took me from feeling like, oh my gosh, this is what it's like to get old. I didn't want to do it. I had aches and pains throughout my body. I had some issues in my stomach. I was not sleeping. I called myself, I'm not a morning person, but that was because I couldn't get myself out of bed. I charged through my day, but I had zero energy. And so when these products literally were introduced to my life, they completely changed everything for me. And so that's my personal testimony. I got on the products, immediately within a week, my aches and pains were away. I experienced energy. I was sleeping, which is huge. And probably the biggest thing is my mental focus and also some pain that I was consistently having, like daily, had really subsided. And it took a little bit of while. It wasn't like overnight, it wasn't instantaneous, but it progressively, as I stayed on the products, really changed. And I tell everybody, it gets me emotional because I feel like I have my life back. So I want to just wrap up really for you all the importance of your story. Now, you're going to share your story with people that come into your life. And I want you to take a few moments and do a few things. I want you to think about your written story already and how it has added value to who you are today. And the second thing I want you to do is realize that your story, where you are at this moment, what happens to you today, is vitally important, that you are open enough to give yourself to those people that come into your life. This business is a building relationship business. The best thing that you can do is be the genuine you. Give them who you are. Be truthful. Work your business with integrity. It's going to change everything for you. That's the most valuable piece that you can give. And there's so many notes that I have, but I'm going to leave you with my last thing. We'll probably one day, I know Rachel will go down the road and walk through that whole thing about helping us build our story again. But I want you just to encourage you is that do a couple things. Be patient on this journey. Really embrace it. It is something like we've never experienced before. This is brand new. This is exciting. This is so much more. Another adventure. Where we're going is going to just blow our minds. We're going to become so much more of what, I'm going to say it, God wants us to be. And be patient on the journey, and definitely don't compare your story and your journey to anybody else's. Go at your pace. Let God bring those right people. Be that focused on everyone else and not about what you gain. And when you switch that focus, your business will grow, okay? Yeah, we got to do the do, right? But we want to also make it about people. The other thing, enjoy all of it, every single part of it. The hard stuff, the fun stuff, the easy stuff. And then just change your mind. Believe that it's all part of your grand story. We talk about a toolbox, and I'm just going to leave it at this, Jen. You have a toolbox. Each one of us has a toolbox system. We're so equipped with this company. It's beyond mind-blowing, right? Mm-hmm. But the best tool, the most unique tool that you can ever find, and the most valuable tool in your toolbox is going to be your story. Mm-hmm. So pay attention to it. Don't be haphazard with it. Make it grand. Focus on it and make it your best adventure. I love you. Thanks, Jen.
You are welcome. That was awesome. You know, it's so incredible, Donna, the journey that you're on. And it's so wonderful to see how you've changed as well. And again, I'm just getting to know you myself, but I'm so excited to be on this journey with you. And you've got the biggest heart, Donna. You really do. You care for people, and it shows. And I think that's why everybody just loves you.
Love you, girl.
I love you too. Well, thank you so much. You know, a couple of the take homes that I got from that, I mean, there were many, but I loved how you said to fill your mind. You know, one of the things that we need to understand, guys, is that network marketing is such a unique industry. And it's really based on you. And you do have to believe in yourself. So you really need to stay plugged in take care of yourself, take care of your mind, take care of your body, take care of your spirit. And so every day you should pour into those 3 things somehow, some way, whether they be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, you know, dig into improving yourself. That's very, very huge. We are going to kind of shift gears now, and we're going to talk about some compensation. We're going to talk about how to make some money. Yay! So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little screen share for you guys, and we're going to go over some bonuses. So before I do the screen share, you know, if you guys are taking notes, I want you to know that this company really is designed with you in mind, in the fact that there are so many upfront bonuses. We know that in network marketing, we love it because we're attracted to it because of that beach money, that residual income. But we also know, as Donna says, it takes time to build that. As you're using these products, you're creating your story, and this is what you can share to help others jump on board with you. I know one of the first things that Lynn said to me when I started using the product, she said that you need to be journaling. You need to write down the changes that you're feeling, the changes that you're physically seeing on your body, because you're going to forget them as time progresses. And that was a really great tip. If you're brand new, I suggest that highly. Write down, get a notebook, and begin to write down as you use the products. What do they feel like for you? What are the changes that are happening to your body? Because it's great to just kind of see that transformation. Another thing that she said to me along the same lines is the best thing that you can do to build your business is use the products. Get the products in your body. Get them in your body every single day. They are so life transformational, and that is what people are going to begin to notice. You're going to feel different, so you're going to begin to express yourself physically differently. You're going to begin to change. I know for me, there's so many people now that are seeing me and saying, what have you done? And, you know, for me, building my business has simply been like through social media. I simply have just been sharing my journey. We like to say in our business that it's sometimes better to kind of hold back a little bit and not always be talking about the brand that you're using, the product you're doing, because what you want to do is create a sense of curiosity. That sense of curiosity is what's going to draw people. If we sit there and put out isogenics, all they're going to do is go Google it and go, oh, it's a protein shake. Oh, it's a weight loss system. And we know, for example, that our protein shakes are so much more than a meal replacement. Did you know that they're full of live enzymes? That when you make a protein shake, it's better to drink it within the first 10 to 30 minutes max, because as soon as you add that water to that protein shake, you've activated these live enzymes. People aren't going to see that by just going to the website. So you want to be able to attract people by sharing how phenomenal you feel and what's happening to your body. And when you do that, your business is going to grow. And it really relates to what you said, Donna. It's about making your story, and sharing it with other people. So when you do that, that's going to begin to unlock a lot of curiosity. And what you want to do is introduce them to our page called Real People, Real Results. And this is the funnel system that we bring people into understanding what products we have and what we're all about as a company. So you're going to funnel those people in there. And then what happens is they're going to get excited. They're going to get curious. You're going to follow up and have conversation with them. And then you're going to enroll them. The best way that you can enroll anybody is as an associate. And that means that it's the same billing and shipping as a preferred customer. The only thing you're adding on is their social security number. And when you do that, they are going to be able to access the ability to earn free products. So even if they don't want to build a business and make money, they are able to get their products for free because we have a really simple system, which I'm getting ready to touch on. But the first thing I want to do is show you the money. So let me do a quick screenshot. So hold on. I'll go into a British voice if you'd like. Let's see. Let me go desktop. Share screen. All right. So, oh great. The bar is up at the top. How do I get it down? Give me 1 second. That's not the one I wanted. Let me see if I move. There we go. Let's move you down here. Okay. So what we're going to do first is look at, let me minimize this for you guys. Can you guys, I don't see you anymore, so I'm hoping that you guys can see this. In fact, let me just do this real quick. Can you give me a thumbs up, Donna, if you see this?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay. All right, so here we go. So, when you first get started, you have an opportunity to make residual money, or not residual money, but these bonuses very, very fast. So this is actually, if you Google Isogenics and RAB, which stands for Rank Advancement Bonuses, these are some of the ways right here that you can begin to make money very, very quickly. And I'll break down each of these ranks. But right here is consultant bonus. So when you become a consultant, you can earn a $50 bonus. When you become a crystal manager, you will earn a $250 bonus. When you become a crystal director, you will earn a $750 bonus. And then the top rank that we have at the company is crystal executive. And when you do that, you're going to earn a $1,000 bonus. Now, if you look right here at crystal manager, you have 60 days from the day that you join. So you want to know your date, okay? As far as the crystal director, you have 120 days. And then crystal executive is 180 days. But here's the deal. You don't want to wait that long. You want to get to these ranks as quickly as you can. The rank of consultant can happen literally in one day. You just have to put your mind to it. So let me just show you what that kind of looks like, all right? Actually, this is another one that's rank advancement. And this flyer, again, if you Google pretty much anything that you want to know about Isogenics, you'll be able to Google, because this company is so well documented and they share all the information from the compensation plan to all of the bonuses. But this rank advancement bonus flyer here, these are the rank advancement bonuses that we just discussed, okay? So as you can see, you have access to $2,050 fairly quickly. The next little section here, you'll see these are called cycle bonuses. And again, you can always get with your enroller for more specifics, because they'll be happy to really teach you exactly what all this breaks down to be. But we even have bonuses for when we cycle. Like I am getting ready to receive this because I just hit 7 cycles for the first time this past Sunday. And so I'm really excited to have this little puppy of $500 added into my paycheck. And then there's also consultant development bonuses over here to the far right. And these consultant bonuses are paid out to you, and you earn $100 for each of your first 20 personally enrolled consultants. So right there gives you an extra $2,000. So by the time you kind of make your way through all of these bonuses here, you can earn up to $10,550. And here's the cool thing with these bonuses is they are paid out in full. So you don't have to sit there and have little monthly payments or anything like that. We know that we get paid every week with this company. So every Monday is payday. So it's yay day on Monday. And so we're able to have these bonuses immediately. So if you need a refrigerator, find out how much money you need and work for one of these bonuses. It's really easy. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is, so what does this look like? How does this play out? So the first rank is consultant. And again, when you accomplish this rank, you'll earn a $50 bonus. And again, this is bonuses. So this is on top of the other money that you earn. And what a consultant is you have somebody enrolled as an associate on your left, and you have someone enrolled as an associate on the right. Now let's clarify, what is an associate? Again, an associate is somebody who enrolls. Again, they could be a product user or somebody who actually wants to build a business, but they enroll with their social security number. And honestly, that is one of the best ways that you can be able to get involved, because you can earn your products for free whether you really want to look at as a business or not. All right, and here's another thing you need to know as in what is an associate. An associate is somebody who enrolls with a Social Security number, number one. Number two, they have a 100 BV monthly volume. So they can do it on auto shipment, which is the best way. Every time you enroll a new associate, go ahead and take a moment and set up their auto shipment for them. And that way, you know that they have these products. It's completely flexible. They can go in and change it and alter it and add stuff and deduct stuff. But I really feel like it's our responsibility as business people to make the process move along. And so when you enroll somebody, just take a few seconds and go ahead and set up their auto shipment, because we know that immediately once they get in the system, they'll have access to their username and password to go in and make any adjustments. So that is what an associate is, okay? So they're enrolled with a Social Security number, and they have a 100 BV volume, all right? So over here could be a husband, an aunt, a mother, a sister, a brother, a child. And then over here could be one of those other people, a best friend, somebody you go to church with, whatever. So as soon as that happens and you have one person on your left leg, one person on your right leg that's enrolled as an associate with 100 BV, that makes you a consultant, okay? All right, the next rank is Crystal Manager. And so this is when you plus two, them plus two, okay? So these people, this is that same mom, or let's just call this Joe that you enrolled up to become a consultant. So Joe goes and enrolls two associates. And again, we've identified what an associate is. And then say this was Connie. Connie wants to get her products free. Maybe that's Connie's story. Maybe she's not interested in the business, but she has her friends, Ellen and Jane from work, who want to use the products because they're noticing that Connie's losing weight. And so these people are become associates as well. So that's you plus two, them plus two. And when you do that, you become a Crystal Manager. And again, the bonus for the Crystal Manager is $250. And you also get $100, remember that consultant development bonus for this person, Joe. And when Connie becomes a consultant, you're going to earn $100 consultant development bonus. So you'll earn the $250 plus the $100 plus the $100. So that will give you $450 when you become Crystal Manager, okay? The next rank is Crystal Director. I'm going to kind of shrink it just a little bit. So Crystal Director is the same thing. It's a you plus two, them plus two concept. So remember, anytime you see this little pod of people, this is a consultant, which means that every one of these people has enrolled as an associate and has 100 BV. So the director is simply three people on one side or three people on the other. And actually, it's really a total of 6 right here. But those 6 can be, a couple on one side, a couple on the other side. It doesn't matter. So basically, it's you plus 2, them plus 2, done 1, 2, 3 times. That's it. Okay? The next one is Crystal Executive. And this is our top rank. And all it is when you have 5 personally enrolled associates on one leg, 5 personally enrolled associates on the other leg. And when you do that, you are actually going to earn the executive bonus, which is $1,000 right down here. All right. I think I skipped over. How did I do that? Well, we'll just keep going. I skipped over one of the ranks here, right here. I skipped over this puppy, which is your Crystal Director. That's what I am. So when you complete this chart, and I would suggest, guys, print this chart out, because you know what? You don't know what you need to get done if you don't have that roadmap. So you can find this by Googling Isogenics rank charts. and you'll be able to pull up all 4 pages of this and print them out, because this is your map. And you just simply fill out the names of people as you enroll them so you can see what needs to be done next, okay? All right, so let me just pop back on that and stop my screen share for a second. Does anybody have any questions about that? You know, I see there's somebody in chat, if maybe somebody can help me. So no, okay. Anybody have any questions on that? I'll have Donna Spot go ahead and start filling in chat. If you don't know how to chat, at the bottom of your screen you can click chat, and then you can just start typing away, and Donna, I'll have you spot those questions, okay? All right, so the main thing to know here is that you've got access to all of these upfront bonuses, and it is a tremendous way to start bringing income in very, very quickly. So you want to focus on printing out those charts so you know where to get started. The very first thing that you want to do is go enroll 2 people. Have them take that journey with you. Who do you know who wants to lose weight? Who do you know who is lacking in energy? And you talk to these people. Again, you want to pull them into RPRR, which is our Real People, Real Results page. And probably you were pulled onto RPRR when one of your friends invited you to do so. So you just follow that same pattern. I always say, do what you were done to. So just keep following that process, okay? All right, so we've gone over RAB. I've got my little list for Rachel. So we've gone over RABs. We've gone over our charts. The next thing I want you guys to know about is the $1 Million Challenge. So I am going to go back to, oopsie, screen share. So hold on. Screen share. Screen share. All right, so in your back office, you are actually going to be able to see under contests and promotions, you're going to be able to see this $1 Million Challenge. So when you log in, just click on contests and promotions, and all you have to do is click right here, and you get to register for the $1 Million Challenge. Now, the cool thing is I've already registered, so nothing's going to really pop up. But when you do, all you do is you click it. You just check a box. There's nothing to fill out other than that. So it's really exciting because this is a way we get to have a lot of swag. And I'll give you an example. So in August, they were giving away some goodies. And this is what I earned. We got a little card that was like, congratulations. And we got a Isogenics like tumbler with a straw. And we got a journal. And we also got like a stretchy band because, you know, we're all about health and fitness with this company. So this is what we got for the month of August. And they give you 3 levels of prizes, and depending on the different things that you're doing. And these are all money-making activities that not only are you getting paid for, but you're getting little rewards for with little cute swag. So let's hop over. I'm going to go back to screen share, and I want to show you. I showed you where to go sign up for that. So everybody needs to do that. In fact, you want everyone that you personally enroll to get this done, and I'll show you why. Because when you get them to actually participate in it, you're going to be able to help them build up points. So this is actually from, you can do Isogenics. The Google would, on this one would be Isogenics $1 Million Challenge. And this gives you a list of all the points of everything that you can do to earn points. And it really is honestly simple. And to even get the top points prize, you only need 20 points. And as you can see, I mean, you know, when you enroll somebody, you get 5 points, you know, with 150 BB or higher. So it's a wonderful way for our company to give us those incentives to be able to build up and, you know, make money and get some fun free stuff. All right.
Jen?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll interrupt you for a minute. We have a question, Jessica. Isogenics is not known well in my area. I'm sending the message that you guys have told us is working for you. I have not been getting any responses lately. Anything I can do, like a live, to maybe get people interested. Shakeology is huge where I am, and it works. I can't seem to get anyone to look at Isogenics because they're already doing other shakes.
See, this goes back to that shake thing that I was telling you about. You know what I think, again, goes back to what you said, Donna, what we've been taught by Rachel, what Lynn and Michael have taught us, is when we use the product is to really get into sharing your story. You know, if you go to my Facebook page, it's Jennifer Baker Jobson. And if you, or you can even go onto Facebook and just search the hashtag Jennifer's Weight Loss Journey. You can see what I've done to develop my business. And all I've done is I've never dropped the name Isagenix. I've never really been like this or anything like that. I keep that for our other pages, like our Real People, Real Results, so we can do all these fun things and sharing products. I totally would be using the products, and every day I would be dropping on my platforms some kind of verbiage about what this product is doing for you. How do you feel on these products? Because what will happen is somebody one day, tomorrow, 3 p.m. tomorrow, 7 p.m. tomorrow night, is going to be scrolling through, and they're going to be like, wait, what did she just say? It took away her migraines, or she lost weight, or she released fat, and you're going to speak to somebody. So a couple of tips on that is, as you're sharing your story, I would suggest finding an emoji that you like. And here's why. When you are trying to kind of training your news feed, training the people that see your news feed, when you attach a certain emoji to, say, your weight loss journey, they're going to begin to identify that with your weight loss journey. So when they see it, it's almost like Pavlov's dog. When they ring the bell and they fed the dog, it took them a little bit, but then every time they rang the bell, the dog started salivating because they associated that bell with food. And so we actually can be savvy in how we use emojis. And we can do that same concept. So I use one emoji and one hashtag all the time. And what I have found is, at first, people were reading it probably but weren't responding to it. Now I solely use that emoji for my story, and that's when I start getting the hits and getting the hits and getting the hits. So if you feel like your local area is maybe saturated with other companies, obviously social media is global. So use your social media wisely. You know, and Lighty taught us a few weeks ago about, getting into groups. And a lot of people don't know, because I didn't know, on Facebook about how to search for groups. And this isn't kind of what we're doing tonight, but I will tell Rachel that we need to do this. But if you go into your Facebook and you click on like the 3 bars, depending on if you're a device or on your desktop or whatever, you actually can search groups. So I always say, like Donna said too, who are you? Like for me, I'm a Pilates trainer. I love smoothies. I have 3 kids. They happen to be boys. I have 1 son in Hawaii. So what am I doing? I'm searching moms with kids in Hawaii. I'm searching all my Pilates. I'm searching fitness. I run. I have a chocolate lab. I just join all of these groups, and then you start making friends with people. Like their posts, comment their posts, and after a while, some interaction will start happening. Then go send them a friend request. And so this is the way to really expand your social media platform. So really dig into social media. And again, it's not about shakes, and that's exactly what they're going to think. So invite them over to Real People, Real Results, and see if you can get some interest. Also, using voice message on Facebook, you're going to have a higher response. You really are. So, all you have to do is press it. It has to be on a device, a tablet or a telephone, and you just hold that little microphone, tap it once, and you'll see a little red button. Hold it and speak, and just say, hey, I'd love for you to check out this product page that I'm on. I noticed that you're into, and then fill the gaps. You're into weight loss, you're into fitness, or, thanks for the love on my post. Would love to add you to one of my product nutrition pages, and then just kind of go from there. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Do you have anything to add to that, Donna, before I hop on over to, because I want to respect everybody's time here. All right, so we're going to hop on over because I want to make sure I get through everything. So that's the $1 million challenge. And then next up is, you're going to go up if you show up. And we know that, like Donna said, staying connected to like-minded people is huge, guys. In the network marketing industry, you can't fly solo. You just can't. You've got to go to events. You've got to show up for team calls. You've got to show up for team Zooms. Well, guess what? We have a great opportunity to travel and have fun and show up for an Isagenix event. It's called the New Year Kickoff 2017. It's coming up January the 12th through the 14th in San Antonio, Texas. What a great time of year to be in San Antonio. And all you have to do is, if you look up here, you go to isagenixevents.com. And then you would just click register and get registered for it. Because really, you know, the best thing that you can do for your business is staying plugged in. You know, one of the things that I did with my previous company is literally within 2 weeks of enrolling, I was at their national conference. And I don't know if I said it, but I think I did. You know, I've been in network marketing since I was 19 years old. I know, you're thinking 3 years, right? No, just kidding. I've been in network marketing since I was 19. I adore this industry. I love it. And this, I can tell you, if you want the one hot tip from tonight, it's get to an event. Get to an event. So with that other company, when I enrolled, within 2 weeks, I was at their national conference. 90 days later, I had earned a $10,000 bonus, okay? Do you think it had anything to do with the fact that I fell in love with that company because I went to conference? Yes. So what I did when I joined on with Isagenix, I literally enrolled, and within 3 days, I was in Las Vegas at their Celebration 2016. And I had the best time of my life. So you've got to show up for these events. You know, we've got the Isagenix University coming up in Atlanta, Georgia. And again, if you go to that website that I showed you, that isagenixevents.com, guys, these are websites that you need to be plugging into to see what's happening in your area. So if you're in the Midwest, go see what's there. If you're on the West Coast, go see what's there. And then everybody, let's meet in San Antonio in January. Because if you haven't been to San Antonio, it's fabulous. So, and I'm telling you, if you've not been to an Isagenix event, it's going to literally blow you away. I had so many aha moments when I went to my first event. It was incredibly crazy. And I knew that this was my forever home. So I hope to see you guys at the Isagenix New Year's kickoff. And there was one other thing I did. This is on me. This is a freebie I'm going to throw your way. Hold on one second. I'm going to go back to screen share. And this will be one of our last little things. Tools, 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 and more tools. All right? We have so many apps that you can lock into on your devices, from your tablet to your telephone. This one is called IsaTools to Go. It's a free app, and it has all kinds of pictures and graphics that you can lock into to start plugging into all your social media platforms. Speaking of events, you've got Isagenix Event app. All you have to do is go to Google Play or go to App Store, and you'll find these. And then IsaWallet. IsaWallet is, you want this one, because this is how you're going to know you're going to get paid. And we want that. So go to IsaWallet, and again, you can go to the App Store or the Google Play Store. And one that is not, oh yeah, here they go, sorry. Isa Order, hey, here's a hot tip for you guys, right? Isa Order, this app, you should screenshot it in either the App Store or the Google Play Store, right? And then send that to everybody that you enroll. In fact, one of the girls that I enrolled today, she's on this, and she's going to be getting this little screenshot as soon as I get done with this Zoom, because you want them to be able to go in this Isa Order. They can go in and update their auto shipment. They can order like a la carte at any time, and we want our customers to be able to do that. So that's Isa Order. And then business-wise, ladies and gents, you've got to get IsaPulse. IsaPulse is going to give you the blueprint of what's happening in your business. It's going to let you know how much more volume you need for your next cycle. It's going to tell you if you've got PIBs coming in, which are product introductory bonuses. And it's going to let you know if you've got team builder awards, which is for every 5 people that you enroll, you are going to earn a box of Ageless Essentials with Product B. How cool is that? So anyway, I am going to unmute everybody. I hope I can do this. Unmute all. And so everybody, God bless you guys. Thank you for being on. I hope that you enjoyed it. And Rachel will be back next week. So make sure that you guys stay plugged in, and we'll see you there. God bless you guys. Good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.